Whether it's something as simple as a business contract or as complex as divorce, your legal interests need to be protected. Law schools graduate almost 50,000 attorneys per year. Here are some ways to help you narrow your search for legal representation and identify unprofessional lawyers. Handing off work but charging the same. Paralegal aides and assistants should certainly be used for their ability to properly organize and distribute, but they are often overused. They will end up doing the majority of the research, and then you could be charged the lawyer's hourly wage. Sometimes your attorney will claim that he/she was training them as a junior lawyer. Unfortunately, this could affect your chances in court and will affect your bill. Hourly rates are negotiable. Most good legal representation will be open to negotiation on their hourly rates, especially if your case is relatively straightforward or won't require much time. Make sure to ask whether you need to be charged their standard rate or whether you can avoid some of the expense. Remember, it's a lawyer's job to negotiate, so they'll be more than willing to have this conversation with you. Charging you for every phone call and more. You should be aware of the numerous charges an attorney might incorporate into your final bill. Some go as far as overcharging for simple tasks. For example, a common practice is to charge for the time required to prepare documents for your case. Most firms, however, use templates from old documents, meaning that they'll only have to make minor edits to create your documentation. Is this worth a several-hour rate when it only took them several minutes? Lawyers have knowledge in niches. Law is complex and has countless facets that take extensive time and research to evaluate and understand. That's often why it can take so long to develop and present a case in court. Your firm's team will be poring over law books and legal documentation to try and find a solution to your issue. Unfortunately, this also means that most lawyers only specialize in one or two types of law. Make sure that your attorney is a specialist in the type of case you are about to take to court. There are plenty of alternatives out there. Finally, it's important to know that out of those 50,000 graduates we mentioned earlier, there are some true superstars available. If your attorney doesn't really push to represent your interests, there are 20 more in your city willing to take their place. Don't invest a substantial sum into an individual or firm that isn't willing to invest an equivalent amount of energy into your case. When you can foster an honest back and forth feedback with legal aid that is willing to ensure your success, you'll know you've found the right match.